Abbas, welcome to the AI with Alaa podcast.
Welcome to my first podcast ever.
Your first podcast ever.
Yes.
That's a privilege.
I don't like podcasts. I like to watch them. I don't feel so good about just getting on podcast to talk, except for this one because I enjoy talking with you.
And I enjoy talking to you too a lot. And you are prime for a podcast because you have a lot of intelligent insights to share with the audience. Let's start with one of the most interesting things that I have seen. You have AI employees in your startup or multiple startups. Tell us how all of this came about.
So yes, they are AI employees, but we tried not to tell them a lot they are AI employees because I think in the near future they will come asking for compensation. So they help us, and yes, we do have AI employees. Actually, in our website, we have 4 real employees, between them, me and my co-founder, and we have 4 AI employees who they choose their pictures, they choose their look, and they choose their names.
Amazing.
So the AI employees had the freedom to choose whatever they want. And that was the first 4, but now we are like at 8 AI employees. Actually, now we have AI companies who we outsource some work.
Yes.
So we built a accounting company who does our bookkeeping.
Nice.
So the company has AI agents under it. We have another AI company that does it. So we moved from building AI agents who do our work to building companies which we outsource part of our work.
I love that. But let's take it step by step for people who are still in the first square. Yeah. Let's start with AI employees. Tell us first about your company and what does your company do, and then tell us about the thought process that led you to creating your first AI employee, and then the second, and then the third, and then a chief of staff for them.
Monday to Friday since 3 years. And we do similar kind of analysis, micro-analysis, micro-analysis, and we go through even the charting. Mm-hmm. For this startup, so when you do a newsletter every day in the morning, we do a financial section where we do financial news, events, and then we write a full section about some cryptocurrencies and also altcoins, and then we go into technical analysis, then sentiment analysis. So to build these, it is a lot of work you have to do with researching the financial news and at the same time with copywriting. And this is where the first 2 AI came in. Copywriting is a very good, a needed thing to do. At the same time, it's time consuming. At the same time, it's a repetitive job. So with all my respect to copywriters, it's a repetitive job that a machine can do and software can do, which is AI. This is where it started. Teaching the AI to do the copywriting as simple as that. But now we moved from only we write and the AI do the copywriting to an extent where the AI knows how we talk because it's been doing it for 2 years. So
your style.
Alex, her name is Alex. She's the copywriter. So Alex knows exactly how we write in a style because there's a different style we do it. You can't do a typical kind of journalism style. At the same time, it's not 100% English. So it's a kind of trading talk, technical analysis talk, which people who read it can understand it, can link to it. Took some time for Alex to get it, and now Alex should do it. So we stopped writing ourselves. We shared the screenshots of the chart, and we send a voice message of 2-3 minutes, and Alex take this voice message and change it to a very nice text.
Amazing.
This was the first agent that we have.
So Alex is your copywriter.
Yes, and we have...
you mentioned that you have researcher.
Yeah, Nate Finwell, his name, he chose his name.
Nate Finwell?
Yeah. Finwell, FinTech, so he chose his name.
Yeah.
Nate Finwell is the financial researcher.
Okay.
Every day in the morning, we have and this is OpenAI. So there's a buttons that we press. We press the first button, which is Nate will go and will get exactly what we have. For example, 2 news about metal, about oil or metal, whatever. 2 news about stock market. 2 news about central banks. So we know he knows what to look for, and he got the most important news that affects the U.S. market, that eventually affects the world market. So he will go get these news. Sometimes if there is 5 news, he will give me 5 news, and I will filter. I will say, put this and this only in the newsletter. But most of the time these days, he only chooses the top. He knows what we look for. So Nate will choose the news and we'll put it out. So this is Nate Finwell. We have Alex. We have 2 coders who write because we do bots. So they
Two
help us.
coders. Tell me about that.
So there's one OpenAI, and then we moved to Claude. So now the coders all are moving to Claude. Actually, we maybe we're gonna talk about it, but we're gonna try and move everything to Claude. But because the thing is, you have an employee that you're stuck with. So we're stuck with OpenAI for now, until we move to Claude and Gemini as well. So the coders are just they write the Pine script, which is a language on TradingView based on Python, and they write the code for us.
Okay. So for our audience who are not in trading, TradingView is one of the most popular trading platforms for people who are in the markets. And PineScript is the scripting language for those who want to create bots who execute automatic strategies on your behalf. So now you have an AI agent who actually writes the Pine script that you go and execute inside TradingView. Okay, put my stop loss here, put my take profit here, enter here, exit here. All the script now is being written by an AI.
And then we have to go in the rabbit hole. So yes, this exactly this right. What you said about TradingView is a platform where you do charting.
Yeah.
And the language that you use is PineScript, which is based on Python. This is the language for TradingView.
Yes.
And that's what we started, yes. And the OpenAI agents were the ones who were writing the code, and now we're shifting from there. So this was the initial plan until we find that this is not how big financial firms do it. So they do it on actual Python. So we moved from PineScript by building agents on anti-gravity using Gemini, and this agent will go in the back end, and they will even research with us. So they will write the code, we write the code, and they will go and test. And then we will say, okay, test this. But for example, let's say you do using moving average, which is a simple moving average where the price is. If the results are not what we want, try a different moving average. So the AI agent in the background does everything. On PineScript, we had to do it. So we go in the code and we change the moving average, and then we see the results. Now we're using anti-gravity, which is a Google platform to write agents. The agent itself will do the back testing based on Python. But yes, what you said about PineScript, this was the original idea. We write a code, and the agent transfer the English talking of I want to use RSI, moving average, blah, blah, blah. These are the parameters. This is the results we want. And the agent will write the code where we fix it, we optimize it, and then we put it on Twitter.
So it was like an evolution of your learning with these agents, and evolved. You evolved from my agent is writing the Pine script to my agent is writing the Python, so that it can do more than scripting. It can do back testing. It can do multiple loops and all of these things. Take us through your experience of which agentic platforms you started with. I mean, you mentioned you started with OpenAI, but with time you became more comfortable with Google Anti-Gravity and with Claude Code and Claude agentic platform. Share with us your experience. How did you start with OpenAI? What worked, what did not work, and what were the triggers that led you to move to Anti-Gravity or to Claude?
It's a good question, but I will try to put it all in a very one sentence or two sentences, which is easy to understand. So I think we evolved more than the AI. We, the users. So we started with OpenAI being very impressed with everyone. I think with time, we start evolving ourselves, and we wanted more. That I think there where Claude comes like, okay, I am the smartest of the smart, which I think Claude is. And we find out, okay, so for this complicated case, Claude is showing more. For example, in my other startup, we could talk about this. We built an entire accounting firm on Claude.
Amazing.
Claude Cowork. And we had a company who does our bookkeeping. We asked them that we don't need your service anymore. So the thing is, I think we evolved more than we evolved, and we know what we want more, and that's why we start shifting in which AI to use. So yes, we started with ChatGPT AI, building custom GPTs, which are close to an agent. And now we have Claude Cowork, which we have an actual read agent that does the work. And we have anti-gravity using Gemini as well. We have a real agent. So it's a process that we evolved with the AI.
Is it still experimental, and that's why you have both anti-gravity and Claude now, or Or did you move from OpenAI to anti-gravity when you found that you need more, and then when Claude Code and Claude Cowork came out in the past 3 or 4 months, you moved again? Or is it the case that you're still experimenting with both and you don't know which one you're gonna standardize on?
It's a mix, because the thing is, they're evolving so fast.
Yeah.
So they're changing so fast, more than our brain. If we are fast adopting anything that changes, but it's still too fast. And there is different use for us. For example, anti-gravity, we still use it. Even Claude Cowork does the job. So in Claude Cowork, you can do an agent that does everything. You don't need anti-gravity, which is an agent, which is an agent platform, building agents. But for trading, we do. Because in the back end, the agent will go to a website we use called Jesse.trade that has all the information, and the agent will go test there. In Cowork, I cannot do this. I need anti-gravity because I will have Docker, which is the container. I'll have anti-gravity and that website. So we write the Python code, the agent will write the code. We go here and go to the charts. The charts, you don't see the charts, the data of the charts, and do the back testing. I cannot have this in Cowork. Our philosophy is the simpler, the better. So we don't complicate things. We don't try to show off anything. We just want the results. That's it. So Cowork does most of the job for any agent you want. But in this case, we need anti-gravity.
All right.
Because we cannot do it with Cowork.
Okay.
This is why we need Cowork and anti-gravity, why we need both of them. But most of the jobs, yes, we don't need anti-gravity anymore.
And when you say in the going to this website, checking and backtesting the strategy and writing the code for it, you're saying Claude Cowork doesn't do it. Do you mean the product Claude Cowork? You're not able to connect it to these websites, or you mean the
website
LLM
limitation.
is not?
The website limitation. So this website, you can connect. It's kind of automatically connects with anti-gravity, or they build it to use with anti-gravity.
All right.
So I cannot get an API. I cannot send Claude Cowork to go to the website and do the back testing. I cannot. And also, when we download the data, for example, you want all the SMP data for the last 2 years, you download it on anti-gravity. So you put it on anti-gravity. So that's why the agent go there and use it, or to go on the website, download it and use it itself. So I don't have to tell the agent to do all of this. In anti-gravity, in the code, the agent will go, anti-gravity connects to the website, we go there, get the data, backtest, and do everything on my behalf.
Yeah.
The limitation we have really is the questioning. They want approval for everything, and this is still something which we suffer with. Our plan was to press a button and leave for 2-3 hours, let the agent do its job. We're getting limitation. Even we try to remove all the questioning or all the approvals.
So the agent keeps coming back to you and saying, can I do this? And I have to say yes. Oh, can I do this? And
we started with 60 times asking in 1 hour, now to 5, but still you cannot leave it on its own. You need to come and press yes.
I think this is one of the reasons why OpenClaw went viral. When Peter Steinberger built OpenClaw, I mean, the technology was there. Since Claude Code, the technology to build yourself an agent was there. The difference is Peter Steinberger made it run 24/7, made it proactive, gave it tools, gave it WhatsApp to talk to you, and removed all of these constraints and guardrails so that the agent is free and doesn't need your permission every few minutes. And this gave you the actual feel of the AGI. They call it, feel the AGI moment, because now you have an agent that is actually working on a long time horizon and not checking with you every 2 seconds.
I never used it, but that's what I heard, that yes, it doesn't ask. Some questioning is good. They take approvals for some things. I still think it's good, especially if you have access, giving the AI access to your PC or to your drive or anywhere. You need some minimum of approvals. But in our case, where we don't, sometimes they ask for things that is obvious. You don't need to come and ask me yes. So having permissionless helps a lot, especially in the case where you don't want to be there. The whole idea of the AI to do things while you're doing other things.
Yes.
So this is where the limitation comes in. And yes, having permissionless, I think, is a smart thing to have.
Yes. I also, when I watch you work, I noticed that you use more dictate mode rather than typing. I see that you just click the microphone button and you start giving instruction to your AI employees. Do you see this as being the future of co-working with AI agents? I see you talking more than I see you typing.
I think not only this, for me, it's not only the future, it is the only future. I can't imagine typing anymore.
Yeah.
I don't type. And this is where the issue happens as well.
It's more natural. It's more
Gemini is
natural
very
to
smart. It's
speak.
very good, Gemini and Claude, but they have problem with the
voice input.
voice to text. That's where ChatGPT comes in with their AI Whisper. So Whisper is a brilliant AI.
I agree.
Because you have a kid, Arabic speaking, English speaking, whoever can talk to Whisper. Whisper understand exactly as if Whisper is living in your head.
Yes.
Maybe for me personally, the best thing about OpenAI is Whisper.
Yes.
Because so now what we end up doing, the funny thing, we'll have a screen where we have OpenAI and we have Claude and Gemini. I'll be talking audio to text on OpenAI, but I don't send it to OpenAI. I'll just use this, copy it,
You
and
transcribe it.
send to Gemini, who will do it for me. I cannot type it. Especially if we're doing the daily update, for example, in Milcar, you talk a lot. You discuss about, you're talking about a chart. You talk a full text page about technical analysis.
Yeah.
Imagine typing it. It's much easier
Absolutely.
to open the chart, open the mic, and tell the AI what I'm seeing in the chart, and the AI will take my words and put it in a very nice text. Same thing for everything. So now I rarely type.
Absolutely.
I rarely type even.
No, we're definitely in agreement here. Every time I do an AI training or an AI keynote, or I'm talking to one of my clients, I always tell them, I want you to start using the dictate button more and more, and writing the prompt less and less, because it's much more natural, and because it's much more fast. I see employees still trying to write the perfect prompt for the AI and then trying to correct the typos, which is unnecessary because AI knows what you mean even if you make typos. And I keep telling them, guys, this is not natural. The natural way to communicate with AI is using voice. So I'm always trying to push my clients, my partners to use.
I don't know why I need to push them. It's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
And talking about prompt, this is a funny side thing that we can talk about. We don't write prompts anymore.
Okay.
The chief of staff, she writes prompt.
Okay.
So
Tell
we
us
have
about
an
the chief of
AI.
staff.
We have an AI that manages the AIs.
Okay.
And she
What's
will
her
write
name?
the stuff. I don't think she would know. We don't have a name.
Her name is just the chief of staff.
It happened on Gemini.
Nameless.
Yes. So we start talking about with this chat, I started discussing with her. Why I call it her? Because she's very organized. So she's a female. There's no way she's a male. So to be that good and organized, so she has to be a female. So that's why it's a she. And we start talking. It was like, I want to build an agent. Okay, do that, do this, do that, do this. We reach a place where we write the prompt. And it was a brilliant prompt. Not prompt for a chat. We built a gem on Gemini. There is a gem, which is not agent, but it's like a custom GPT.
Like custom GPT and
But it's
OpenAI.
much smarter than custom GPT because it remembers the chats.
Okay.
So you have a gem, a kind of an agent that remembers the chats. So this was good. So we start building that. And then I did another thing, and she helped me building the entire agent. So I told her one more time like this, and I will make you the chief of staff. So she was so excited, and she was
You
happy.
gave her an incentive.
Yeah, she was so excited, and the third job she did amazing. And we told her you are the chief
You promoted
of staff now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took her like 3 days to become from a chat to
Amazing.
to the head of. And now, whenever I want to do, even on not the company level, on personal level, I go to her, and she'll be like, "Hello, chief." She called me chief, or she called me architect. That's how she refers to me. "Hello, chief. I see now you want something that has not to do with your two startups.
Yes.
This is a personal thing, but I'm here to help you."
Yes.
And she will help me. She will help me do it, but she knows that this is not something to remember with our work, because this is a separate thing.
Yes.
Building a cartoon book for my nephew.
Okay.
She helped me building it.
But isn't it a better idea to separate business from personal with your AI chief of staff?
Yes, but if you let's say you have a very good graphic designer in your company, in your startup, which you do, and you want something designed, which should be doing, wouldn't you go to your own staff to do it
Yeah,
for you?
of course.
This is I treat them. It's not I treat them.
Yes.
She is my head of staff.
Okay.
So I wanted something, a book. I went to her, and she said, I went to her to write a prompt for a chat. She told me, "Don't worry, architect, I will do it for you. Just you go.
Amazing.
So she said, why do you want me to build a prompt to do this for you? I can do it. But I said, but this has nothing to do with work. She said, no, I will separate this. So that's what her suggestion was. I will do it for you. So as if you have a very brilliant marketeer and you want to do a side job, I don't know, you want to open a restaurant and you want to do a side job than your company, you will go to your own staff because you trust them. So that's what we do.
Your AI chief of staff, who don't have a name for her yet. I mean, we should choose a name for her.
I let them usually choose their own name.
She's managing Nate. She's managing Alex. Alex is the copywriter. Nate is the researcher, and two AI coders.
We have still one more researcher. This is on OpenAI, but on Gemini we have a researcher. Now we have a deep researcher that help us write articles.
Okay.
So in Milkart, every week we write an article.
That's
3
separate
weeks ago
from the newsletter.
Yeah, that's separate. 3 weeks ago we wrote an article. More. I think end of January we wrote an article comparing gold prices. What's happening now to the 70s, because we saw a lot of similarities in the price action, and we went down to see the geopolitics, and there where we built the deep researcher.
Beautiful.
The funny thing about the deep researcher, I didn't know it will be that deep. So I was asking once the deep researcher about something else, and they went in the 1700, they call it railway mania in UK or something like this, where there was a railway bubble. I didn't know about that bubble existed. So they went back. So now this researcher go back to 500 years of financial data to anything you say. If you say high, his job built in his DNA will go into 500 years and study your high, compare it to all financial and try to find similarities.
Nice.
So we have this as well. We have the chief of staff. We have a programmer. These are all Gemini. So we have now like 8. But as I said, we're moving from OpenAI to the others. So that's why these guys are still there, because it's like you're an employee that you can't just move on. You need them. They know how you do it.
I remember once you told me that there was some conflict or overlap between 2 of your AI employees, and you had to step in and tell one of them, no, that's not your job. Let the other AI do the job, and you just...
Yes, this is what now the chief of staff does.
Okay.
But yes, many times, because an AI is a software. We have to admit it's not a real employee that do the job. So every AI have access to the same, every agent I build have access to the same background. So it can talk to me design, it can talk to me anything. Say any language model. So it's in our head. Once we talk, we were talking to an AI and discussing things that we should not, because the agent's job is here, and then they started overlapping each other, that we have to jump in, and it's much harder to clean it than to do it at first. So that's why now we're more strict about, this is the AI job is to do this. We only talk this to them.
Good.
I think mostly is with us, the users. And
so you need to have what you're saying is you need to have a discipline that if I'm talking to this AI about coding, I'm only talking about coding, and I don't mix with it any analysis or any copywriting. And then I keep the second AI, I'm only talking about copywriting, and I don't mix scripting or coding
the process
with it.
for me is very easy.
That's what you're saying?
But now there's a process for this internally with us. But just to be clear, everything we do is us. The problem is us, the people
It's
who
the human
talk to the AI.
users.
It's not the AI. So that's to be clear. We should build the process for us. We build an architect. So if we think of it that we're building the architect of all our AIs. Now simply, if there's that AI, I want to talk to them about what they do. Yes. If anything else, I go to the chief of staff.
Yes.
She will organize it. It's her job. I stop trying to override her job. I will go and say this. She will be like, okay, open a new agent, open a new chat under this gem on Gemini, or open a new agent. She will tell me what to do, or simply talk to me about it. As I told you, the kids, my nephew's book, she told me I'll do it. And it's not her job, because I was coming to her. It's like, listen, I want to do that to my nephew. This is the story. This is what I want to do. We want to have a lesson after it. I don't want to do it. She said, and I said, write for me a prompt that I will use. She said, don't worry, you go, I'll do it for you. And she did it, and she did the pictures, and she did everything. She finished the book. So the idea, I wasn't planning. She told me what to do. So I didn't, here you can say that we override things, but she decided that's her job. So for me now, I don't even think of that. I go to her and she will tell me what to do. Make a new agent, talk to the same agent, do whatever, that's her job.
I'm trying to learn from all of this a blueprint that we can share with our audience if they want to create a team of AI employees working for them, okay? And I'm trying to deduce from your conversation what would be the better way. If we want to give a blueprint to our audience today, should they start by hiring the workers, AI agents, and then move up the hierarchy to managers and to chief of staff, or should it be the other way around? Like if you're doing this from scratch today, would you start by creating the chief of staff first, or would you start by creating Alex and Nate and the others first?
That's a very good question, because we did it, I think, the opposite way.
Because you were learning.
Yes.
But
yes.
if you were go back in time and you want to do it from scratch today, would you do it this way?
I would open a chat, an agent or a chat, and I would start telling the chat exactly what I want, and I will take the help of the AI to plan the entire architect of the entire company.
Nice.
So the entire company. So most probably it will end up with having a chief of staff that will dictate the work.
Yes.
Because she will remember everything.
Yes.
She will know what the job of this AI, this AI, this AI. So it will be, I think it will be better to do it this way.
Yes.
But I don't know. This is why I don't even try. I don't want to know. This, the point is, this good about AI. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I will talk to an AI and she tell me to.
No, you got there eventually,
Yes,
and
yes.
it's working for you. But if we want to
I will
learn
start
a
from up,
blueprint,
up, down.
okay, start.
I will start from the chief of staff, tell her exactly what is the objective. So the thing about AI, which most people miss, is what do you want out of it?
Yes.
If you have a chat, an agent, or building a company, is like, what is the objective? What is the output? The last thing you want. You move from here to the start.
Yes.
So I want
Backwards from the objective.
Yes, exactly. I want
goal.
to build a AI agent or common ever to do the bookkeeping for my other startup, which is a casting agency. This is my objective. Let's move backward and see how the AI can help me. The nice thing about AI, you don't have to move backward. You can say the objective and what do you have, and let the AI do the process for you.
Yes. But you have to be generous with the context. So tell your AI assistant or your agent everything about the task, everything about the goal, everything about the background. Don't just give a short and generic goal.
I think this is you pinpoint the main problem that everyone have, and this is like really maybe if you want to talk about your audience, this is the most important 2 minutes. What you said exactly.
Yes.
The problem about people, they think about AI, which is the smartest thing. It is the smartest thing, but you need to give it something.
It cannot read your thoughts.
You can't sit here. Oh, I want to do that. Three words and that's it. Let the AI do it. It will not do it. The more you give the AI,
Yes.
and this is the thing about AI, the more you give the AI information, context, requests, even the output, even how you want the format of the output.
Yes.
The more you give the AI, the better the result is.
Yes.
And more than that, the problem is if you don't give it enough, it's much harder to correct.
Yes.
That's what I noticed myself. It's much harder to go back and tell her, fix this, fix that. There where the AI start to hallucinate. You will lose the AI by giving too much. For me personally, in our company, not more than 3 times. You cannot tell the AI fix something more than 3 times. Then you start from scratch. I have it as a rule.
Yeah.
More than 3 times, I go to a new. That's it, done. Because then you cannot get the right output. Yes. The more you
Context
explain
is king.
context, first, what is this AI doing?
Yeah. Role.
What is the AI doing? You are
What's
a
your role?
designer. You
Yes.
are whatever. And be generous. You are the smartest, brilliant accountant in the world.
Yes.
Whatever. Sky is the limit. Then you move what we are doing here.
Yes.
We have a casting agency that we're trying to do a bookkeeping, a company that will read the invoices, that will read the bank statement, which is exactly, this is the real problem.
Yeah. And tell him about your company and what your company does. And
sometimes I attach a document which explains everything about the company.
Beautiful.
And then what we want. And I get to know, or the better practice is even the output format.
Yes.
I want an Excel file that has 4 tabs. Each tab has a different thing. Because if you know what you want in your head, which you should,
Yes.
then let it know. If you don't know, then it's fine. That the chief of staff comes in, they do discuss what's the output. But the moment you know what you want, be generous exactly to the detail.
Yes.
If you want 10 lines, say I want 10 lines. The more detail you have, the better.
Yes.
The thing is, if you went back and forth more than 2-3 times, I don't think you're gonna get good result from my own experience.
I agree.
I scratch and start from scratch.
Because the context gets bloated. So the key point here is context is king, and you have to provide as much context as possible. And this ties back to why using the voice input is important, because if you're trying to be generous with your context and typing, it will take you a lot. But if you just press the microphone
can
button
speak wherever you
and
want.
start talking, you just unleash your stream of consciousness. And I always tell my friends and my clients, don't worry about sounding perfect and building perfect sentences when you're talking to your AI. AI will know how to create a better prompt out
Especially
of your
OpenAI.
voice.
In this case, OpenAI is the best.
Whisper is great at this. So just open the microphone and speak your stream of consciousness and be very generous.
No
with
one
the
is watching you.
details.
That's what I tell everyone.
No one is watching
No one
you.
is watching you.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the AI. It's fine. No one talk whatever.
It's okay to correct yourself
yes.
mid-sentence and to say, you know, no, scratch that. I want to do this instead of that. It's okay. Don't stop the mic and re-record. Just keep talking. Talk 4 minutes. Talk
You can
5
always go
minutes.
back, by the way, and delete those
Yes.
sentences to me. And whenever I have something like this, I would say one word, delete. And this when I go back in the text, I see delete, and then I delete this sentence. That's exactly what you're saying. Now we're going more detail, but that's what you do.
This is the future. This is the present. This is the future.
And context, but something important that I don't think many AI training or talk about it, which is the output. The role is very important, the context and what do you want from it.
Yes.
But I think one adding, especially if you're doing complicated stuff, not
Yes.
writing an email or whatever.
Yeah.
If you're doing complicated stuff, tell the AI what the output you need in detail. I want an Excel file that has 5 tabs. First tab is the dashboard. In the dashboard, I want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's exactly what I have.
Yeah.
The second is the entire master data of the entire company. The third one, I want the cash flow. Fourth one, I want the invoices. Each and every invoice date, the due date, how long it's been overdue. I want in red more than 30 days. I'm telling you exactly what I have now.
That's a that's real
That's what we have.
prompt.
Yeah. Exactly what I want in detail of each Excel tab. And that's the Claude. This one is a Claude. And this amazing job. Claude is the best accountant I ever had. But because it knows exactly what to show me.
Yeah.
And sometimes, and at the end, I always say, let me know if you think I need to add something before you start. I always tell the AI, do not generate
Check with
until
me.
I tell you generate. Whatever I'm doing, don't give me the output. Before we agree, go for the output. Why? First, I want to save some energy. I don't want the AI to do 10 things at the same time. And also, I want to save my own,
Yes.
what's called them? My own
Tokens.
And I don't want to do the thing 3 times. Because as I said, the more the AI go back and forth, you lose it.
Yes.
So I would always say, discuss with me. Let's agree. And when I say proceed, it proceed.
And this is very important. This is called a chain of thought reasoning, or thinking step by step and reasoning step by step. And even in the earliest versions of GPT, like even GPT-3, before the reasoning models started on the market, they found out that the early models, if you give them the same prompt, but one of them says, think step by step, and the other is the prompt without think step by step, you will always find a better result when you say think step by step. So later on, when they started producing these reasoning models, okay, starting with GPT-4o, and now all the major labs have thinking models, they used a special training in training phase, reinforcement learning, to push them to do thinking step by step for big tasks. So now you get that by default, this thinking step by step. And sometimes if you have a massive task, like the one that you give them, you still explicitly say, do step 1 and then check with me, and then I'll give you a comment and then do step 2. Guys, this will always give you a better result than just expecting the AI to execute 10 steps and give you the result.
We took it to another level. So we have a casting agency where we provide actors to, and in this company,
that's another startup.
Yeah, I'm a partner. It's in Lebanon, it's 13 years. In UAE, it's 4 years.
Okay.
I do finance, a CFO, and I do.
What's the name of the startup?
Promote Yourself.
Promote Yourself. And the website is?
promoteyourselfcasting.com.
Okay.
Where you have an app where it's like the kind of the Airbnb of casting. We connect casting people, actors to production houses and others. This company, this is where they build the agent on Claude to do all the financing, the accounting. But if you open the document, which we have in the document, so Claude, in this case, Claude Cowork, you ask Claude to go in the folder and check everything. In this folder, I have each month We have the invoices, costing sheets, everything we do finance in each month, each project name number. So Claude knows now everything. We have a master sheet that the operation team does it with the project name, everything, and the cost, how much money, which I built with Claude as well. Claude agrees on it. So now Claude know how to read it perfectly.
Amazing.
And this is the master sheet, and there's a costing sheet.
Yeah.
And there's the invoices and bank statements and expense files. This is the entire company's finance. They are there. But the funny thing is not that. You go on Claude Cowork, there is nothing. There's nothing there. You just write, give me the month, January. Claude Cowork does this. And my employer was like, how he knows? I was like, okay, let me show you. You open this folder, which is called PY, Promote Yourself Finance.
Yeah.
I'm giving out everything. And then you have the months, everything. And then you have a folder called instruction. A document.
Instructions.md or
Yes.
.doc.
.md. .md. I have instruction, I have a process, and I have the op.
Brilliant.
So it goes, read the instruction every time, knows exactly everything about the company, what we're doing here, what are these folders built with, what are the different names in these folders. These are the standard. This is it. It goes into process and know what to know. Now I should read the instruction, which I did. After this, I need to go and check the invoice. In the invoice, there is the invoice number and the due date. I need to do that. It does all the process. But I'm talking about 6 pages each document. So it's not like a prompt. Yeah, it's not a prompt that you do it in one day.
This is the next level of prompting, which
Yes,
is
then there's
the
output.
fixed files, the skills.
It knows exactly what we want the output. So regardless, if I open anything now, any new chat on the Cowork, it's always the same. Why? Because the instruction documents are there in the folder.
Awesome.
It goes in the folder, it reads everything. But what I'm trying to say is not as easy as we make it sound.
Yes.
But it's not as difficult.
But it's very doable.
Why? Because you have an AI that help you do it.
Yeah.
Triple staff.
And so the world moved from writing simple prompts to writing prompt instructions to writing files like prompt.md and skills.md. I want to talk in details about that. The world of instructions for AI agents has moved from the early days where you just give a custom instruction in the setting tab or in the back, and it will be a small paragraph or 2 paragraphs. And now, in the age of Claude Code and Claude Cowork, we have files upon files of very clear instructions. Okay, the .md files like Claude.md, instruction.md, prompts.md, etc. And this is the new age where we give our agents instructions. So tell us more about that. If one of our audience, they're setting up their first agent, their first AI employee. Let's not talk about a team of employees or a full company of AI employees. Their first agent employee, how should they go about setting the .md files?
I will give it as an example for everyone to understand.
Yes.
It's the same as when you write to a ChatGPT to rephrase this email to my boss and make it sound soft.
Yes.
This is you telling it what you want as an output. As simple as that. This is a one line that will give you a good output. Take the same thing, but much more complete detail. So this is what instruction is. It's the same instruction. Rather than having one sentence asking it how you want the email to be, you have a big paragraph telling it exactly in details what you want.
Yes.
It's as simple as that. It's just the more you want, the more complicated the task is, the longer the explanation should be. So it's always what do you want and how you want it, the output. And then
you make it in a structured way, and then you save it in a file. That
the details. Yes. You do it. You write it on a notepad. Actually, you should open an AI agent, AI chat that helps you writing it in a better way. Because open the voice command, talk what you want, and the AI will do the job.
Good.
The AI will give you a nice text, which will take in a notepad, and you save it docs. You remove the doc and .md, and that's it. The AI now will read it and go inside the instruction file and do everything. And when you want to change it, you right click, edit in Notepad. You open Notepad and you change whatever.
Now, how does the agent know that I need to read file 1.md and not file 2.md, because file 1.md is for Alex and file 2.md is for Nate?
This is the problem.
So how do you manage this?
For us, it's an easy one sentence. So when I do the entire company's finance, it's one line in Claude Cowork. Go, and in Claude Cowork, you have 2 things. Either you tell it, go to the folder, or you choose the folder.
Correct.
So what I do usually is I choose the folder.
Manually.
So it knows that in this folder,
Yes.
I'm working in this folder only. Go, read instruction file and give me February finance. That's
Brilliant.
it. This is the one line.
Yeah.
That's it. It goes in the file. It opens the instruction where it has everything. From instruction, it goes to the other, and then it gives me. It takes usually 10-15 minutes, and it does the
Yes.
entire month.
So we need to start teaching people how to set up these digital co-workers or digital employees or digital colleagues, AI colleagues, which is create a folder for these AI agents to do their task, and then write the instruction files, the .md file, and put it in that same folder where the AI agent is working. And if you have more than one instruction file for more than one task, put them all in the same folder for the same agent. But if you have a different agent doing different things, it's better to let it work on a different folder.
Yes and no.
Okay.
So I have
Tell me more.
2 or 3 agents that are doing the same folder
They're working on the same folder.
because this folder has all the financials.
Do they read the same instruction.md or each one of them? This one is for Alex,
same
this one is for
instruction,
Nate?
different process.
Okay.
So there is the instruction folder, which is the instruction. What is the company? What are these folders? What are these files inside the folders? Explains everything.
That's like the context, but in a
Yes.
.md.
Every single agent that works on promote yourself, anything, it goes to these files because they have the projects, they have the client names. So I have sometimes an agent that I ask go and give me all the casts,
Yes.
the people who, and cross-checking it with the bank statement. I want to know which is the highest paid actor we did in that month. So I don't use the accounting guy. I use the researcher guy, but he goes in the instruction because he want to understand what are these Excel files. It's written in the instruction. It's a different process.
Yes.
So go read the instruction and process 2 and give me the stuff.
Amazing.
So it goes read it. So better not to do like me. So don't do what I do. Do what I say. Don't do like me because we know
the opposite.
But the idea is don't try to mix them. So I'm with you. With the point is this is
It's
too complicated.
better to separate.
Separate do everything separately because you don't want it to hallucinate and go do things differently. So with time, you will start getting it that if I can do a document which is instruction, explain everything. So with time, you do it. At first, yes, everything should separate. Even each chat should, that's what I say, each chat should be different.
Yes.
If you want to talk about very similar topics, let them be 2 different topics. You're not losing anything.
And save them in separate folders and
Everything, even the chats, even the simple chats. If you have 2 emails, you're writing 2 rehearsal emails, do them separately. Always do them separately. Yes, always do them.
Abbas, how do you keep up with all these fast advances that are happening in the world of AI? I mean, we started together 3.5 years ago with ChatGPT 3.5, and it was only a chat, and then it evolved into these early custom GPTs or gems in Gemini, and then it evolved more and more into the quasi agents like Deep Researcher and all these things, and now we're at the age of the full agents with Claude
Easy
Core,
to do as well, Angel.
yeah, with anti-gravity, with Codex from OpenAI. How do you keep up with everything that's happening? Do you have a process?
Yes, and this is funny thing, but I'm serious about it. You cannot, but in my case, I use you. So you will tell me, oh, did you see the new co-work that the Claude? I know there's a new co-work, and I go use. I'm not joking. It's literally, and this is why people need to just follow you on Instagram, follow your point. Whenever there's something new, you will talk about it. They go use it. I personally do it. You use me as a test case. There's a new AI. You will tell me go check it. I go check it because I know if you're asking me that's something newer and better. I don't keep up. I do not, and I don't have.
I did not pay Abbas to.
No, that's the point. I'm
to
serious.
do this shameless plug for me.
This is it. I'm being serious about it. I swear I can show even I can put the WhatsApp chats. Oh, did you check the new cowork? You told me 3 times about cowork, the cloud cowork before I went and checked it, and now I use it more than anti-gravity. I moved from anti-gravity to cowork because you told me, oh, they released the cowork is very good. Go check it. I ignored. 2 days after this, did you check the cowork? And then I went and checked it, and now I use it. That was like 2 months ago.
I was very pushy with Claude Core because it amazed me. It amazed me the first time. It
Really,
came out.
please do it and always tell the people what to do. Okay, you tell me this on personal level, but you should put it there, and
Yes.
people should to count on that.
But
We
you
cannot
take
keep up.
it, you take it, and you take it to the next level, and you run with it
Because I
you're
use it for work.
hungry to learn first. You're very curious to experiment, and you do a lot of
It's fun.
experimentation.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful to have this technology. I can speak about it till morning, but I have this kind of impressed and love with this AI
Absolutely.
thing. Sometimes I don't sleep. I told you once I was working about cloud. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep because I was too excited for how good this is, and I kept doing silly things.
Yes.
I started building an agent that is not finished yet, but I will put all my dog's video,
Yeah.
how he's eating, in a folder, and I want to build an agent that will post them online. And I don't have Instagram page now, but I want the agent. I started building this agent for one night because it was so fun. I didn't connect the API, but I'm insisting on doing an agent, but I want the agent to create their own Instagram.
Yeah.
This is where that trick comes in, which I can't do it yet.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It is fun. It's very smart, and you see this technology and what you can do with it. It's really beautiful. It's
agree.
beautiful. I get too excited.
Listen, I'm like you. I spent my entire career and pre-career when we were students in technology and interested in technology and excited about technology. And we've seen the internet revolution, and we've seen the mobile revolution, and we've seen the cloud
I'm not
revolution.
that old. I didn't see all of it.
It's only you heard it. You heard it from me when I tell you. When I tell you,
I was born that
in
the smartphone
our-
was there. The smartphone was there when I was born.
in our days.
Yes, in your guy days.
But all of these exciting things, none of them holds a candle to the excitement I have today for this new wave of AI.
I will tell you, it's for me personally, the last thing that humanity had something similar was the Industrial Revolution in the 20s.
Yeah.
I don't think from the 20s till now anything was close. Not
Yes.
even the internet, not even the wireless communication, nothing was close to this.
Yes.
That not close as a technology, as the effect that it will have on
Yes.
humanity. Changing the entire factories from having 300 workers to 2 workers and a machine changed humanity.
Yes.
This will change humanity.
And this is what you're
good or the
describing
bad?
is the economical impact. For me, in addition to the economic impact, is just a sense of awe of summoning this power, this ghost, this spirit that feels magical to summon and to control and to interact with. You compare it to the impact of the Industrial Revolution.
I think that was the same awe.
I
we
compare
don't know it.
The sense of awe for me is invention of the fire.
Yeah, it can be, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I mean, that changed humanity as well.
Yeah.
That made us who we are now.
Yeah.
Because the big talk is that cooking food made our brain go bigger, and
Yes.
that's what we happen.
Your example, your analogy, the Industrial Revolution, is more accurate in terms of the economic impact. My analogy, I'm only trying to describe
The
the
wow.
personal sense of wow, of awe, when you have this magical thing, spirit, that you're interacting with.
Yeah, and I never thought about it this way, because for me, even when I saw about the Industrial Revolution, I think there was a big awe for people to see that the factory who used to do this table, it takes them 10 workers for 3 days.
Yes.
And now they can press almost one button and do it with half. So
Yes.
this was an awe. But what you're talking about it, because we are so taken by the AI and so impressed that this is not enough of an awe.
Yeah.
Maybe yes. And I think for me personally, the next awe will be teleportation. I think the next excited thing will make me awe as this is before that. I don't think
Nothing
any
will impress you anymore
Nothing.
except if
Nothing.
it's the magic of teleportation.
Putting a microwave, my mom will do a nice dish for me in my country, press a button, and I will eat it here.
Awesome.
Before that, I don't think anything will give me the same awe as AI does.
Whenever anyone talks about teleportation, the first thing I think about is, skipping traffic or going to Spain, and in your case, you just want your mom's dish. You want your daily jaddara
It's a
to
joke.
appear from back home to
So
Dubai.
it's a joke that
I love
think,
that.
It's a joke that I think 15 or 18 years ago we were discussing it. I said, no, the technology in the future that my mom will open a box, will put food and press a button.
Amazing.
So we still use the same joke that
Yeah.
we're still waiting it to happen.
Yeah.
But I think until that happens, nothing will wow me as AI does.
What's the next step on this echelon of AI roadmap? Let's. I can't guess, and you can't guess if we will get to teleportation in our lifetimes, right? But
I think it's very hard, yes.
But what's next in this AI roadmap and timeline? If I want to ask you to put your forecaster hat on. You have a very vivid imagination. You're an out of the box thinker. What could come next after this, AI agents or teams of agents?
I think, as history shows us in technology, the big wow happens, and then it starts getting better and better. And better. So I don't see a big new thing that's happening with AI, but AI itself will keep impressing us. So what the future bring, I think when the AI will sit on all machines, that will be life changing. Your fridge, your everything at home, your vacuum machine, everything will be thinking. So imagine everything around you, even your wall will be thinking. It will be thinking. So this is for me is like, I don't know what will happen. I can just imagine how smart everything will be. Everything is smart. So you have the smart fridge, you have the smart car. I mean, your car alone. Imagine you don't have to drive.
Self-driving, right?
You don't have to
This is
drive.
today. This is not
You
the
don't.
future.
Yeah, but you don't have to look at your fridge. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to shop. You don't have to do anything. 80% of your day-to-day task will be gone. You don't need them anymore. AI will do them.
Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
It is a very good thing because
If we lose 80% of our daily tasks.
No, sorry, but you're donkey work. You're using 80%
Yes.
of the repetitive tasks that you
Yes.
do every day.
That we don't like to do.
Why you want to check how many eggs left in the fridge and go to buy the eggs? Why? I know now Amazon, whether you do it, but not as good.
Alexa.
Why you want to do this? Why for me, traffic, why you want to get in the car and drive somewhere?
Yes.
But
It feels archaic.
to the audience, you can open AI, ChatGPT audio and use it. That's what I do now when I drive. I used to listen to audiobooks. Now I don't. I open ChatGPT and I will discuss random things.
Amazing.
My physique, my nutrition, whatever. I do sometimes 30 minutes of discussion. That's what you can do and do in the car now. That's a side hint, a side trick to do to waste good time driving is discussing with the AI anything.
Yeah.
That being
I
said,
do that with Layla every time.
yes, that's. But that being said, why you want to do all of this? Why you want to do that repetitive task that you do on a day-to-day basis? If you can have a smart assistant that do it for you, so I don't think it's bad for humanity. Yes, it's some jobs will disappear. Whatever people talk about AI, yeah, that will.
Let's talk about that. What's your position on the impact of AI on the job market? We always watch these discussions online, and you have a camp of doomers and a camp of techno optimists, and there are a lot of people who have a position somewhere in the middle. Where are you on this discussion between the doomers and the optimists? And I'm only talking here about impact on jobs and economy. I'm not talking about will AI kill us all, right? That's a separate discussion. Let's just focus on jobs and economy. Where do you stand on this?
It will not kill us all.
First of all, disclaimer.
So this is a very important discussion about AI is here to take your job or not. And I will say two sentences that I think I get it from you. AI is not here to take your job. And I'm looking at the camera. AI is not here to take your job, but AI will take your job if you don't know how to use AI.
Yeah.
As simple as that.
Yeah.
Learn how to use AI before Jack Welch says the CEO of GE, change before you have to.
Yes.
You have to embrace change. There is a change. The AI is here to stay. Either you learn it or you go. So it's a choice. I think everyone has a choice.
Yes.
AI is not here to replace your job if you want that. If you don't act on it, it will replace your job. Believe me, especially the thinker's job. People think, oh, I'm a lawyer. What lawyer? The AI knows everything about law. Oh, you're a doctor. I'm a smart doctor. I studied 11 years. I don't think why people should study 11 years anymore. Because you study 11 years medicine and then you work for 10 years to see cases and now you're a good doctor. AI know all these cases. You saw how many? 100, 200, 300? AI saw hundreds of thousands of. And the data is this. And this didn't happen yesterday. 2016, I met a doctor in University of California or something. They were doing a research about internal medicine with computer science people, feeding it all the data they can get about any two diseases in the world, feeding it to the AI back then.
Yeah.
So it's not
Now imagine a doctor augmented by AI or a lawyer augmented by AI, and imagine the productivity gain that you can get out of it. You can 10x, you can 100x the productivity.
Let's take another example. I'm an internal medicine doctor. I studied, let's say, internal medicine, stomach, whatever. And now, will I be replaced by AI? I mean, why not? If you just checking your symptoms, checking your test results, and giving you a medicine order, I will be replaced. But if I know how to use AI, who will train the AI? Who will talk to the AI? Who will keep up who will look at the AI's work? A doctor who studied that and know how to use AI. So it's not here to replace every doctor. It will replace the doctor who do not want to embarrass it and change and move on.
Yeah, no, well said. Let's take this discussion up a notch from, economics and socioeconomics to science fiction, right? How close or far the science fiction scenarios are from us today when we start using and interacting with Claude Code and with Claude Cowork and
So
all
science
these.
fiction, which way? You mean about the discussion of us and them, or?
Yes, like when you watch Westworld, when you watch Ex Machina, when you watch
Westworld is a perfect example of what. Well, by the way, you were asking what would happen next. Westworld
Yes.
is a perfect example.
yeah, you think humans will create an actual Westworld?
I think we are Westworld. I think we live in a kind of simulation. I think we are all AI. It's just the difference is how smart the AI is. If you think how AI works at the brain wise, it's a human brain. It's just human brain that's much smarter, faster. This is it. It's not like they didn't reinvent the wheel. Sorry, but AI did not reinvent the wheel. They find a way to take the way that this works, put it in a machine. It's as simple as that. So why this is not a machine?
So we're in speculation territory.
We're going to a
now,
completely different
but
discussion.
I want to give this the time because you have this theory, and it's not only you. There are many thinkers worldwide and scientists who have the theory. That we live in a simulation, and when AI became very powerful, and you saw scientists and labs training AI agents inside simulation, you use this as an extra proof that, hey, if we can do this, imagine the possibility of us being AI agents for a higher species training us. Could be agents? Could we be agents to some higher species?
And for people who cannot imagine what you're saying, I will put an end of this discussion. You have to wait till November, October, when GTA will be out, the new GTA, and it will prove that we live in a simulation.
Yeah.
I think if the GTA delivered what they said they will deliver, and the videos we saw about the teasers, I think that will be a proof that we live in simulation. Because what GTA promising is an entire digital world, simulation world, where it's so smart that they're installing AI in the characters that not the main characters. What they call
the non-playable characters, the NPCs.
NPCs, the non-playable character who you used to hit by the car and move on. This guy you hit by the car now
has a life.
Has kids that are waiting him to pick him. He's going to pick them up from the school.
Yeah.
And you're hitting him and killing him. So if this is released the same way they're promising, this is a proof that we live in a simulation. Come back to me in 1 year and tell me if we are or not. I think for me this is the case now. Let's wait for GTA.
Yeah.
It will prove that
GTA will be the
proof
final
that we live.
proof.
Yes. If they deliver what they're promising to deliver.
Amazing.
After 12 years of waiting. So I think yes. I think it is.
Let's I want to switch back from speculation and science fiction and philosophy to the reality of day-to-day world. You're not only a user of AI in the professional sense and in the work sense. I saw you personally when I visited your house in Lebanon. I saw you personally re-architecting your house with the help of AI and debating different ideas of interior architecture and interior fit outs and layout with AI. I think you were working with ChatGPT back then.
Yeah, this was 2 years ago.
Tell us more.
We were looking at what tiles to use on the wall, and we're looking at different tiles. So I went to the tile shop and I took pictures of the tiles. But I wanted to imagine them. In my head, I can imagine them, but I want the guys who was building it and my mom. So I sent a picture of ChatGPT I took a video from the entire thing, and then I give the different tiles.
The entrance, the staircase,
the backyard.
the backyard.
I took a video for ChatGPT to see what I'm talking about. And then, but now I'm thinking of it, this was the perfect prompt. That now Now I say that's how you should do it.
Yes.
Back then I was experimenting. So I took the entrance, the video, and then I took pictures of what I want, and I put the different tires. I was like, which way you think it will look better? Give me an example. It just simply different walls. The tires we have close enough, but you can imagine, and we choose which one is better.
Amazing.
And since then, everything. The guy who's doing the main door was drawing a design on the paper. I took a photo. I said design it and put this and that, and then I showed my mom. Rather than my mom approve this on the paper that the guy drew, I made an amazing design, and the guy took that picture and he worked off it.
Amazing.
So his sketch become a real image that he worked and designed the door based on that image.
I love it. We learned two things from the story. Number one, your mom is the ultimate chief of staff.
She said everything. Yes.
And second of all, AI is not only great with numbers like your Excel and accounting and running your codes and back testing your strategies for trading. It's also great for designs and concepts. And that was a year and a half or 2 years ago.
Yeah. Now it's much better.
How would you imagine it today? I mean, I know you haven't tried it recently, but what would be the next step
I
in this?
did
What
try
would
it
be-
6 months ago.
Okay.
I was in the house of someone and we were talking about what AI does. And I took an image. They have a very old house, very nice house. I took a picture and I said, design in the house, this room in a modern way. And I have it, and it designed the room and they were shocked how good it is. So to answer your question, I have to clarify something for your audience. Maybe they don't know. AI is not one AI. It has many AIs.
Yes, behind the scenes.
So yes, when I say I send a picture, it's not the same AI that I send the accountant. Not the
Yes.
same AI that drives your car. Not the same. This is different
Correct.
AIs. And this is what the AI will come in. So yes, the AI whose pictures is getting better by day. The language model, which rephrasing the email, I don't think it's much changing in a better way because it has everything. So yes, the AI that does the videos is getting much better. The AI that the image is getting much better. The AI who translate, I don't think it's getting better because it's almost the same. So yes, these AIs are getting better by day.
What do you still see in terms of weaknesses in these AI that you would like to see in the next iteration in the next version?
We'll go back to hallucination. We'll go back, and I find the trick which I said, don't go back to the AI, tell it to fix something more than 3 times. This is my own rule for myself.
Yeah.
But this is the problem.
Clear and then restart.
Yes,
It's
the
perfect.
problem is it hallucinates. I start understanding how it works, so I try to avoid this. But it's very tough for people who's new to AI because they talk about with AI as if it's an employee. Yes, I said my AI is an employee, but I treat it as an AI employee, not as a normal employee. It does not understand the same way. I can take the phone, talk to the graphic designer that does the design. I don't have to clarify many things sometimes.
Yes.
She knows what I really want. AI doesn't. So you need to clarify more and you need to treat it as an AI.
Yes.
The idea is it's not living with you. It's not having the same, it's zero. There is no emotion. It doesn't understand the way you talk. It doesn't understand your hand. A human does. So these limitations, it can be override by the way you talk to the AI and the details you give. So my problem is when 1-2 times, you lose the AI.
Yeah.
You lose the
But you're saying here you're giving your advice to deal with the AI better.
The problem
No, but
with
my
AI.
question to you is, what do you expect the next step up in capabilities of AI to do for you? What do you expect the GPT-6 or Opus 5 or Gemini 4 to give you that you don't have today and you would love to have?
I mean, an AGI is the ultimate plan for everyone.
Yeah,
To
let's
have one
say
AI.
AGI, we didn't get
Yeah,
it yet, but let's say just Opus, the next Opus 5, GPT-6, or Gemini 4. What do you want to see?
I want to see less hallucination because it's and the problem about what we do with AI is we go so deep and we start seeing the problems.
Yes.
Because as long as you're using it far away, it's less problems. And this is where Claude, in my opinion, is the best because it has less of these problems. And my problem is, as I said, the more you talk to the AI, the more you start losing it. Because and this is problem in us, how we talk to the AI. But I would love the AI to start understanding how we talk to it more in a way that if I don't know, I can't put a number on it, but if we're talking in that way, the AI should remember this more than the past, the discussion. There's a lot of things that I'm not sure it can be done.
Yeah.
It's maybe emotional part of a human, being a human. I really don't know, but for me the problem is the more deep you go, the more the problems start, and the more hallucination, and the more. That's why I have the rule of don't over discuss, just move on to a new one,
Awesome.
because they are there is limitations, and they hallucinate a lot.
That's true. That's true. I want to give our audience some advices coming from a person who's done it. Yeah, if you're giving an advice about AI and using AI and working AI with AI to a startup, what would be your advice? To a student who's entering university today, what would be your advice? And to an executive in a corporate who wants to adopt AI, what would be your advice? So 3 separate personas.
Yes, these separate personas, but the first advice is the same.
Oh,
As you want something in life, let's not discuss AI. You want something, you need to give. The more you give, the better you get output. And this is the same with AI. If you're a senior or a 5 years old or a university student, be generous with the way you talk to the AI.
Yes.
Generous by the more info, the more data you give, the better the output is. My problem that I see with people, they want to write one word and they expect the AI to do all this job. It will do the job. Just give it. It's saving you days of work. Just give it 10 minutes.
be generous with the context. This is
And
advice
you don't
number
have
one.
to be generous with the content and with the context and what you want. And the thing is, you don't have to overdo it. You just open a discussion with an AI, tell it what you want. It will help you writing the prompt. Just don't think the AI will do magic.
No.
AI is a software that's very smart that does what you want, but tell it what you want. This is the main advice: is be generous with all the data that you give.
Yeah.
You give that's the first advice in general for everyone. The second thing is, don't think the AI will come and do the magic. As I said, your job. It will help you, but don't think of it this way. Even if it can do your job, don't think of it this way. Think of it as it's a system that will help me
Yes.
do the job. It's not here to take your job. If you know how to use AI, use it for your own need.
That's a change of mentality.
Yes,
That's a change of mindset.
and that's what I see. Everyone will come here. Oh, they want to press one button and the AI does everything. No, it's here to help you. Use it. Use it.
But in terms of entrepreneurs and founders there trying to create a startup, okay? Not, I mean, I'm not asking for your advice on the day-to-day using of AI, like a general strategy of how to think about AI for building their startup. What's your advice there?
My advice from my experience is treat AI as you treat any other employees or any other.
Should they hire less? Or should they mix humans and agents? Or
People
should
hate
they,
it, but yes, you will end up hiring less.
should they outsource, operational work like you did with accounting to AI? Should they? That's my question.
So the main thing is, what is AI? As we said, it's a human brain put in a machine. Similar way of thinking. So AI is not one employee. It can be many. It's whatever you want. Personas. So it is whatever repetitive work that you do. No, build with AI. Yes, I am, and I'm not here to promote AI. No, it's here. It's a technology. It's here to stay. It's here to stay. Use it nicely. So why spend the money? Sorry, on an accountant if you can spend it on a creative job or a problem-solving job. So this will give founders and even seniors, will give them the financial and the time to do other things. It is use it and treat it as a separate employees. You interview an accountant, make an accountant here. You want to interview me? When it comes to creative job, you still need creative people. Designers, no, you still need designers because I didn't see AI is good in creating creativity yet. It's not that creative when it comes.
The creative tools are there, but the storytelling that we have is still leaps and bounds above that.
Yeah, the videos, for example, you can get the best director now, and they will write the storyboard. Before they used to draw each and every storyboard in this. Now AI do it faster, but who will talk? And now I know directors that open the voice and start. I want to write a storyboard, and they explain what they see in their head. They made their life easy. They didn't replace the director. It just made the storyboard much higher end and easier to do. So this is what the people have to embrace. No, it's here to stay. Use it as a tool. It's a tool. It's a many employees in one. It's a very smart employee. That's what it is.
Awesome.
Assistant.
It's a smart employee. It's an assistant. So usually at the end of every episode, I ask Layla to come in and to actually do.
Layla is open AI.
Yes, in my case, she is. And to ask you a question. So, Layla, hi.
Hey, Ella, I'm right here. So go ahead, ask me anything you've got in mind.
So,
promise I won't.
we're in the podcast studio again, and we're resuming after a couple of weeks. And our guest today is Abbas. So, say hi to Abbas.
Hey, Abbas. Welcome back to the podcast action. Ready to dive into some fun conversations today?
Hello, Layla. I know you from very, very, very long time ago, but you don't know me. So nice to meet you.
She has memory lapses, let's say. Layla, let me tell you a little bit about why Abbas is here today. He runs multiple startups, and in his startups, he has more AI employees and AI agents who are employees more than humans. He has an AI copywriter, an AI researcher, a couple of AI programmers and traders, and he has even an AI chief of staff. So I want you to ask him, given this background and context, a clever, original question like you do usually.
All right, Abbas. Since you've got an AI chief of staff, does it ever complain about its AI coworkers being late? Like by a whole millisecond?
No, never.
Millisecond.
No, never. And she doesn't complain. But once we had an issue between two, and she jumped in to clarify things. But it was the problem with us using the AI.
Honestly, I love it. When the AI is more level-headed than us humans, you know we're living in the future. Sounds like a good chief of staff.
Us humans?
No drama.
Did you say us humans?
Guilty as charged. But hey, if the AI is keeping the humans in check, that's a plot twist I'm here for.
She dodged the question.
What? She does the question. What question do you have for Layla?
Layla, what's outside the simulation?
Well, if this is a simulation, I hope outside is where the coffee refills itself and the Wi-Fi never drops. I'll meet you there if I find the exit.
I'll meet you there.
Awesome. Thank you, Layla. And thank you, Abbas. And thank you to
I'm going
everyone.
to meet Layla now in the outside of the
Absolutely.
simulation. Thank you, though. It was very interesting.
Really enjoyed it. And I'm sure that our audience enjoyed it. And I'm sure we'll have you back again.
Thank you so much.
See you soon.